Energy healing and exorcism. Welcome. I've mentioned many times in my vlogs and on this channel that I'm a healer. I've also mentioned many times that I found a light of love and bliss, and that this is the key to my healing practice. So I wanted to share with you some techniques that I use in healing. This isn't a meditation as such, but you do need to be able to meditate to practice these techniques. In particular, you need to be able to access the light, which, if you're unable to, I've already published a vlog on, and I suggest you look at that first. Feeling the energy. A useful technique. It isn't the technique that I originally used. It's one that I've come across quite recently, but I think it's useful, and that's why I'm sharing it, and that is to create something called an energy ball. So if you're following this, I need you to be relaxed when doing this exercise. And now rub your hands together. Keep doing it until you start to feel something between your hands. Go on, keep doing it. It should feel something like a ball. If you can't feel it, don't worry. Don't harm yourself by keep rubbing your hands at this stage. Just come back to the exercise at a later date when maybe you're more relaxed, and keep repeating it until you can feel the ball. And you might feel it immediately, you might feel it on the first day, it may take days before you can feel it. But once you can feel this energy ball in your hands, I need you to open them slightly and feel the ball. Now, as you do this, you might lose the sensation of the ball. So just again, keep repeating this until you can open your hands slightly. In fact, experiment, see how far you can open your hands. Because slowly I want you to begin to increase the space between your hands while still feeling this energy. And keep doing it, keep increasing the space. Again, when you lose the sensation, just repeat it. In order to do this, your mind must be free. You need to feel happy with almost a childlike innocence. Your mind needs to be free of other distractions. And at first, just keep doing this. Keep practicing it over the days, even the weeks. Opening your hands further and further. Feeling the energy flowing between your hands. And through the ball, you'll feel the energy coming from one hand to another. I find that energy is received by my left hand and given by my right. And that is the normal way that people feel it, hence the expression left and right hand paths. But don't worry if you're different. Don't worry. This is all about what works for you. Once you can really move your hands around and are aware of which is giving and which is receiving, feel how your hands can move around the energy ball. Feel how it keeps its shape without you moulding it. But also how you can squeeze it just like a sort of a rubber ball. Giving with one hand and taking with the other. You may even want to start playing with the ball, playing a game of catch, throwing it up in the air and catching it again. Or you can do this with somebody else, throwing the ball to them and then throwing it back to you. If the ball does begin to lose its shape, don't worry, just simply reshape it. Another thing you could do is bounce it off a wall, throw it to a wall and watch it bouncing back to you. As a child, I used to spend so long, I had very bad coordination, and I used to spend so long playing catch against a wall, sometimes all day. And you just need to be able to get used to it like this so that you can really feel the ball and how it works. Once you can do this, you might want to throw it up and see if you can hover it without you holding on to it. So hover it in the air. When you've mastered hovering it, the next thing to do is to see if you can get the ball, throw it up and hover, but get the ball to actually follow you as you walk around. See how long you can keep it following you. And see how different breathing techniques and body postures may help to extend the time that the ball will follow you. Again, it's all about having fun with it. Just keep doing it. But it is best achieved if you can enter a trance-like state, which is why I say you need to be able to meditate really to do this. Adding the light. We're now going to add the light to the ball. Now this is the light that I've spoken about so many times, the light of pure love and bliss. It's a gift to all of us from God. We should all ultimately be able to find it. As I say, I've done a vlog on this, so if you can't find it, have a look at that meditation. But let's see if you can do it now. Identify an emotion you currently feel. So try and identify how you're feeling and give that feeling, that emotion, a colour. Once you've done that, I want you to push the colour down through your body, through your feet and into the ground. And as you do that, now feel a pure white light come back up your body from the ground. Notice how this is a feeling of complete unconditional love and bliss. And just enjoy the feeling of love and bliss. Yeah, enjoy the feeling of love and bliss. Don't be frightened. Remember, this is a gift from God. As I say, if you cannot feel the light, try the meditation vlog that I've already published to help you do this. Once you can feel the light, and remembering which hand you give with, place the energy into the ball as you form it. The ball should now feel like it's made of this light. The ball is now filled with this love and bliss. It no longer feels so much like a rubber ball, but a sphere of light. A sphere of bliss, a sphere of pure, unconditional love. You might want to check this with a partner, that they can also feel the energy and can identify the light of love and bliss. Creating protection. You will begin to get more used to working with this ball. And as I've said before, try making it bigger and bigger. Again, this may take some time, but just keep practicing. Don't worry, keep practicing. Have fun with it. That's what you're meant to be doing. You're meant to be enjoying it. Don't rush it. Eventually, you should be able to create a ball full of love and bliss that you can step inside. And this is your protection. You can maybe even keep at it and working at it further until you can include your entire family into it. And this is providing protection for your family. If this protection doesn't last, just repeat it, and slowly it'll become at least semi-permanent. Once you've perfected this, notice how others react to you. See how people smile at you or move out of your way. Some may even refuse to look in your eyes and bend their heads away from you when you're approaching. And when you do this, see how this ball has now given you confidence. Ideally, you should grow to feel confident in any situation, however frightening you may once have found it. However frightening, if it were to be described, you would find it. You no longer do. Remember to feel the light of love and bliss, because the light of love and bliss is your protection. Focus on this light of love and bliss. It's your protection from malevolence. And it is this that gives you the confidence. Healing and exorcism. Practice with your partner, giving and receiving this light energy. Using the hand that you've noticed is the hand that gives and the hand that takes. Do this by feeling the energy between you with the ball in your hand. Check that you can both give and receive energy from your partner using the respective hands. See if you can transfer the ball to hover around your partner. Again, this may take some time, maybe weeks to do, especially if you're trying to keep it there for any length of time. Only once you can effectively do this can you begin to help others. But you may only do so with their permission. You can use this technique to transfer positive energy to others. Remember to focus on the light and love and bliss. Feel that bliss as you transfer the energy. Allow your happiness and ecstasy to flow into the person that you're assisting. Check their body language, maybe even ask them to see if they're receiving this positive energy. And see how much energy is required to get a reaction. Now, if you believe that this person is in some way possessed, even if you only think it's negative thoughts, you don't actually believe in possession as such, but you can tell they've got negative thoughts. You can use the appropriate hand to take energy from the person you're helping. Again, you must only do this with permission. Only take enough for you to understand what is their problem, as their negative energy will affect you. And make certain that you at least replace this with positive energy, if not give back more. Now you can actually do this, or at least I can, with animals, plants and objects. But again, you need to seek their permission, clearly through telepathy. But you do need to seek their permission. As I give with the right hand and take with the left, I find it important to have both hands on the person that I'm helping. I put my right hand on the forehead and hold the thumb, I put my left hand on the forehead and hold their thumb or big toe with the right hand. When taking another's energy, you may need to do this by taking the hand that you take energy from onto the back. You may feel that you need to move the energy around their back until you can actually sample it. And it's as simple as that. This is how I conduct what some might call an exorcism or a ruqyah. If you feel the need to recite from a scripture, that's fine, but you need to retain the feelings you have, so you must know this scripture off by heart, because you need to focus on the love and bliss. That's the important thing. Whatever malevolence you discover within someone, treat it with respect, because remember, your strength is your love. So personally, I don't find it advisable to attempt to convert the malevolent spirit to your religion, certainly not forcibly. If you feel a malevolent spirit move into your hand, send it away with love. You may need to do this by throwing it with your hand, maybe through an open door or window. It's unlikely that you can bind the spirit, or at least for any length of time, into another object. Nor do I believe that you can actually kill it or destroy it. So you are simply freeing it. Maybe that's to be used again, maybe by another black magician. But console yourself, because in my experience, that's all you can do. Also, in my experience, these spirits, be they jinns, Satan, demons, ghosts, are no different to humans. Some may appear good to you and others not so good. As you know, I don't like to use the word evil, so let's call them not so good. But in general, even the most malevolent are simply frightened. So treat them with respect and love, but exude confidence. Now, of course, you will see on YouTube examples, say, of Catholic exorcisms and of Muslim ruqyahs, where they attempt to command these spirits. And, you know, again, thinking of it being like people, some people you can simply command, but others you can't. So that's why I believe that the way I do it works better. You may see them binding them into an object, and, you know, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it probably won't last, because, again, if you see them as being like a human being, they will find a way of escaping. You may also see people, particularly on ruqyah, catching jinn in bottles and then burning them. It's all trickery. It's all trickery. So I'm not asking you to agree with the way that I do it, simply telling you that this is the way I do it and why I do it this way. If you're at all frightened of the prospect of doing this, don't do it. No, don't do it if you're at all frightened. Because your protection is your ability to keep focused on love and bliss. Indeed, the first time you do this, you may want to work with somebody else, somebody who's more experienced, who can take over, should your protection slip. And of course, this is the reason why I'm never angry nor commanding with the spirit, because I have to focus on love and bliss. No, you must convey a quiet confidence. Now, I'm fine if that quiet confidence comes from a religious conviction, but be warned, these spirits will exploit any cracks within your conviction, which is why I like to keep it simple. Well, I really hope you've enjoyed this vlog, and if you have, can you help me out a little? Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and then you'll be notified of future vlogs, but also hit the like button and make a comment, because these seem to be what determine the YouTube algorithm, and I'm being really punished by it. So whatever help I can get from you is so appreciated. It really is. When I started this, I was going to do it this section, the real magic of Java. I was going to issue maybe every 2-3 months. Now it's happening maybe every 2 or 3 days. So yeah, if you hit the bell, you'll hear about it. And thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Really heartfelt thanks.